Hello everyone and welcome to another timeless video. So today we're going to be taking a look at John the Goyf deck in timeless format. So we're going to be playing 8 copies of Goyf in this deck. We got the 4 copies of Nether Goyf from Modern Horizon 3, and we got the usual 4 copies of Tarmogoyf in the deck. And since we're going to be using Loris here, I think it's a no-brainer to add some Amped Raptors because that card is absolutely busted. And we're also going to be playing 3 copies of Impetus Lootmonger, which is going to be really good against Boros Energy since they got a lot of great 2-drops and a lot of great removal spells as well. And since we're going to be playing Tarmogoyf, Dragon Ray Channeler is going to be a no-brainer as well, since paired up with the Mishra's Bauble, that is going to help us grow our Goyfs together. And lastly, we have a copy of Chthonian Nightmare to get back a Loris if the Loris does end up in the graveyard. So having said that, I'm going to be hopping over to some Timeless Special 3 to show you guys how the deck does. So let's hop on over. Alright, let's try this deck out. Got a lot of lands. Go Deathrise Shaman into Impetus Lootmonger. Because we don't have any spells for this one. I think we just play this one out. That is the first Blood Crypt that I've seen in a while. And that is the first matchup that we're gonna see as we're playing this deck. But you know what? I'll take it because this is not Boros Energy. Could have been worse, right? Could have been worse. Tarmogoyf is a card. Just gonna gain some life because opponent has a 4/3 menace. Good chance they have another dead after all. It does seem like that is actually the case here. Anger at the Rampage. Interesting. Oh, that's good. I should have played this in case I get a fatal push, so that was a mistake, right? So, do we double block this? They could have a removal spell. Okay, they do not have a removal spell. Good to know. Orcish Bowmaster. I don't think we play out the Loris until we can just play the Loris out instantly. Let's get the Orcish Bowmaster out. So blocking this will force out perhaps like a removal spell. But if I do this, they would need like double removal, right? On the Raptor. Undying Malice. Sure. Clearly they don't have a Bowmaster, so they're drawing on land. My opponent could have a bunch of 4-mana cores stuck in the hand. And maybe I'm supposed to drag this in. So we'll see what happens here. Like I said. Oh, perfect. Play that. Okay. What's cool about Impudence Lootmonger is even if you don't have a card in the hand, it's kind of like the Pyromancer in a sense. Like even if you don't have a card, you'll still draw a card. In this case, we'll still heist a card. So Extraction Specialist seems like a good card. Shealdra's Edict also seems like a great card. Picker Poison also seems like a great card. If they play One Ring, that is. And I'm pretty sure they would play a One Ring. But I'm just kind of thinking, like, is it too narrow? Yeah, maybe I go, like, down on Thoughtseize. Maybe I'll try something like this. I think Thoughtseize is pretty bad. We're playing against Grief, right? So, top decking a Thoughtseize is really bad. And we're just gonna be left with no cards in hand. Okay. This one seems okay. If I just can't... Oh, okay. Leyline? Did not expect that. So my Chthonian Nightmare is dead. For now. We did bring Enchantment Hates. Whoa, they actually got rid of that. How did they know that I was gonna draw Pick Your Poison? Hello? Yeah. What the... Excuse me? How did they know? My opponent didn't even bobble. How did they know to get rid of that? Right? That's a bit strange. Okay, so if they're doing that, they don't have a Bowmaster in hand. Okay. GG's. Okay, we're going first with the Bauble plus Dragon Ray Channeler. So I feel like I should be able to keep this. Or should I go Deathray Shaman into Mishra's Bauble? I guess Dragon Ray Channeler is a little bit better, I'm thinking. Nice. Is there a reason to wait on this Mishra's Bauble? Probably not. Okay, so we're dealing Boros energy. Okay. I think I'm actually going to wait on this Amped Raptor. Because our deck actually has a lot of removal spells. Like 6 copies of removal spells. So I kind of want targets for this Amped Raptors. If it hits them. Whoa. Interesting. What? I think I'd rather want double red. Well, I guess I don't really have a choice now. Got a Goyf. We got a bit lucky there. I think I'm gonna wait on this Amped Raptor. Another Amped Raptor. Cauldron Familiar is quite peculiar. Yeah, I don't know. Cauldron Familiar. Should I even Fatal Push? I should just attack, right? That's good. Flyer is always good. Already getting back Loris. Double Witch's Cauldron. I mean Witch's Oven. So they're just going to play Loris next, so I should just get back a Loris. Yeah, this is something I don't really like. Because Witch's Oven just takes so long. It's so bad to the point where, like, a lot of the times, if you play Witch's Oven versus a deck with Witch's Oven, you will always go to timeout. So I'm not really, you know, a fan of Witch's Oven because the games just take too long. That's just me. I think our life total is precious. So if I'm playing Fatal Push right now, and I get a red, tap, tap, black, I guess I could get back the Dragon Ray Channeler. Let's attack all. So we can get back Dragon Ray Channeler. And we'll still have Delirium. I think Pick Your Poison is pretty bad against this deck because of Witch's Cauldron making more food tokens. I think we just Disruptor Flute the Witch's Oven and just call it a day. And maybe have Toxic Deluge. We could have Unlicensed Hearse as well. Since we're bringing in some artifacts, I'm gonna cut a copy of Mishra's Bauble. I think we get rid of Thoughtseize again. Thoughtseize not very good here. We don't want to be losing life. Let's cut a Bowmaster. Dragon Ray Channeler into Disruptor Flute. Yeah, it looks like that's what I'm gonna be doing here. Yeah, it looks like that's gonna work out just fine. Or should I go Unlicensed Hearse? I guess there's nothing in the graveyard yet. Let's just go Disruptor Flute now. That is great. I think I'm gonna keep that, even though I'm missing a green source. We're gonna call Witch's Oven. Viconia. Viconia. Should I just play another Dragon Rage Channeler? Probably not, right? Viconia is a 2/3, so Unholy Heat doesn't kill it. Whoa, they just do that immediately? Interesting. Yeah, I don't know about that. We got Thoughtseize, we got Pressure, if it's like Omnitel. We have a Deathrise Shaman. I think this one is actually pretty good. So this is going to grow into a 2/3 from just land plus sorcery spell. Hallowed Fountain. Hallowed Fountain. So I think I'm just going to go Nether Goyf into Thoughtseize. Or actually, if they did this, I'm gonna go Thoughtseize into an Impetus Monger. Okay. Yeah, I think I'm going to Thoughtseize into Impetus Monger here. They have a Subtlety or Solitude. They do have a Solitude and a Mana Drain. These are great cards. They're so far away from casting the Flodge though. I think I'm actually going to take away a land. Yeah. Oh my god. One Ring is kind of interesting, but I think we're taking the Mana Drain. Funny enough. Yeah. Let's attack. Let's see if they want to counter that. That sticks. Good. We have a Mana Drain up. Oh, man. They did find a red land, though. We should probably counter this, right? Because if we counter it, we get to eat it. Easy game. We also get a free Loris back. Let's see what they're getting. They're getting a land, so they can hard cast a Solitude here. It doesn't matter. Probably not. Another land. They gotta crack it immediately because I'm gonna get my Loras back, right? But it's certainly not looking good for our opponent here. Get back a Lauren revealed. Sure. Let's see what we're getting. An Unholy Heat. Nice. Okay, that was a slaughter. So we actually got a valuable information with the Lootmonger. It's a deck that plays Ring. So pick your poison's gonna be nice. Most likely they play what? Teferi as well. How do I feel about Unholy Heat? Probably I take out Fatal Push, get a Surgical, and Unlicensed Hearse. So this deck plays what is that card called? Wrath of the Skies. They play Wrath of the Skies. Do I still want to play Disruptor Flute? It's really good. But I feel like I'm already bringing in a lot of stuff with the Unlicensed Hearse, Surgical, and Pick Your Poison. I am thinking maybe we cut like a Tarmogoyf and a Mishra's Bauble. Shoulders Edict is definitely a contender, but I don't think it's too necessary. Yep, we definitely don't want that. No way. Am I gonna get gone? As a Stifle gamer? Wow. Okay. That's pretty annoying. Especially when I had kept a one-lander. Right? I think we have to go Blood Crypt, right? Let's go with the Impetus Lootmonger. Stern Scolding. That does deal with their Solitude. So one thing's for sure, they don't have a mana drain in their hand. That is something that I realized. Six cars in the yard. Maybe I should have actually brought yeah, maybe I should have brought Disruptor Flute. Because they played the One Ring. So the Disruptor Flute would be pretty good against not only the One Ring, but it's also very good against mana drains as well. I should have probably thought these first. They have double removals as well. Double board wipes. Yeah, that's pretty bad. Yeah, that is pretty bad. So is it gonna be like double? I see. Surgical off the top one time? No. Let's go to next game. Yeah, let's bring in some disruptor flutes. I do think the disruptor flute is it even good? I'm not really sure. The thing is like this only happened because we kept a one lander and they stifled my land. I feel like our sideboard's fine. If we can just aggro them down early, I feel like we should be fine with some thought seizes. Mm-hmm. Doing it now because they have a stifle. Nether Goyf to the graveyard. That sounds great. Dragon Rage Chandler. Pretty good. Okay, so they use swords now. Very good chance they have a stifle. So I'm gonna be cracking this on opponent's turn. Another swords. Yep, they have Solitude in hand. And another white spell. I could go Deathrite Shaman, hold up Orcish Bowmaster. Yep. So double sore's gone. Double sore's gone. But they still have a Solitude in hand. Opponent keeps it on top. They play the One Ring. Now, I don't think I'm going to be flashing this because of a board wipe. I think we just flash an Orcish Bowmaster on opponent's turn. So now we go for the Bowmaster. Deal some damage. I don't think I can flash this Orcish Bowmaster in because it's probably gonna be a board wipe here, right? Yep, there we go. Surprised they tapped out. I'll say no to a Mishra's Bauble. Ah, they have another one. That's good. GG's. I think that's over, right? I think they got it, right? Unless they don't have a Flodge in hand, but like I highly doubt they don't. Yeah, I highly doubt it. Yep, there it is. It's just it was a bit late, right? Let's check out their hand. Yeah, so if I drew the Thoughtseize and got rid of the Wrath of the Skies, I think we might have had a chance. Okay, this is a really good hand for going second. Ragavan. Okay, fair enough. Fair enough. The Reanimate's coming down. I mean, Tarmogoyf, we might be able to block that, to be fair. I think we just go Anthraptor again. The card's just too good. If they reanimate, they're taking how much damage? 6 damage? And then Thoughtseize is 8 damage? Wow, they actually did it. They actually did it. That's kind of crazy. Block. They take 2, 4, they go to 1. My opponent goes to 1 if I attack with the Anthraptors. Might be worth it. Yeah. So they have a Bowmaster. They didn't crack this in response to my Mishra's Bauble. Surgical. Unlicensed first. Shealdra's Edict. Probably Pick Your Poison's also really good. Gonna take out all the Thoughtseizes. I don't know. Would you play One Ring with... yeah, I mean... I guess you would play One Ring with Reanimate, but they're probably playing like something like Shieldred? I'm gonna cut some Goyf. Yeah, I'll try something like this. Oh, we have a Surgical. We have a Surgical. I think I'm just going to play Nether Goyf. They have a Lightning Bolt on a Nether Goyf. Fine. I could have Surgical, but I don't think... Nah, it would have been just 2-3, right? Unlicensed hearse. Should I set up an unlicensed hearse now? Maybe I should. Maybe I should. Probably a Bowmaster coming out. That's why I didn't want to play Amped Raptor. What if I get rid of all the Blood Crypts? Oh my god. Is this a throw? Let me see. Draw. Blood Crypt. No, you don't have any Blood Crypts? Why? Why don't you have Blood Crypts? Oh man. I got duped. Now I'm gonna lose my unlicensed hearse as well. Man. That sucks. I should have also seen... Wait. Are you serious? Maybe that was actually really good. They already have a Surveil land and a 1 copy of Mountain. No way! Oh my god. And Wooded Foothill is their worst land, right? Because it can't get a Black Source. Wow. Wow. That is crazy. They can't kill this Tarmogoyf, so... Wow. That is a funny way to win. They have no Blood Crypts. Wooded Foothill literally ruined them. Wow, this is crazy. This Tarmogoyf just 3-4-1 them. That's crazy. Even more. And now we play the Amped Raptor. Wow. My opponent actually got obliterated. Just... That's crazy. That's actually crazy. I think I just want to keep everything. They clearly have something. Do I even need to do anything? I win next turn? Yeah, I win next turn? Nice. Yeah, that was a funny game. Nice. Love to see it. Scalding Tarn. Into an island. Into an island.
I'm late for class.
I kind of want to just play Orcish Bowmaster. Well, fine. Oh, they have like some kind of a subtlety or something. Oh wow. What a pickup. It could be Fury. We see a Scalding Tarn there, so... Right? Let's actually see what they have. I'm curious. Oh, it was a Flare of Denial. Double Flame of Denial. Double Flame of Denials. I think we just get rid of their Brainstorm. So they don't even... They can't even play the game. Maybe I should have played the Tarmogoyf first, right? Because... Yeah, I should have played the Tarmogoyf first before attacking. Veil of Summer is another option that we could have in the sideboard, but I don't know. I'll have a Sheldress Edict and Unlicensed Hearse. I think that's about it though. But a Mishra's Bauble. They don't have a companion, so there could be... So we have to fetch these first. I'm not really sure if they're playing Blood Moon or the other wizard. I'm gonna say Harbinger is probably the card they have. I'm gonna cut Tarmogoyfs, since they're gonna bring a lot of, like, graveyard hates. Man. These hands are on fire. There's a good chance opponent has a Stifle. There is a good chance. Is it Polarizer? Whenever this dies, conjure a card named Ionize. So do I want a red card or the black card? I think I'm gonna fetch Black Swamp. And I'm gonna go Dragon Ray Channeler into Thoughtseize. That is pretty good. Harbinger. Get that out of the way. So with this one, I'll grab a red source. And that should, theoretically, put my opponent out of misery. Yeah, the way they're fetching... They're also looking at their graveyard, which means it's time to Unlicense Hearse. This is a really cool card though. So Conjure, Electrolyze. I'm gonna go Amped Raptor first. Into another Amped Raptor. No creatures in the yard. I'll take the Unholy Heat in case Harbinger comes down. Electrolyze is a 3-mana counter spell, right? There's 2 cards in the yard. If they want a Treasure Cruise, really pretty hard, honestly. So I'm gonna guess they have what is that one card? Flame of Banor. Let's attack. What if I bait out a counter spell? I bait out the counter spell now. And then I Unholy Heat the Izzet Polarizer so they don't have another wizard. Is that too crazy? I mean, I could do this instead, actually. So I bait out the Flame of Banor if they have it. No Flame of Banor. Okay. I thought for sure they were gonna have a Flame of Banor there. I can't bring the Loris back because I need mana for the Deathrite Shaman to activate. Anger. Mm-hmm. Pretty good. Why anger? Yeah, why anger? I know I could have attacked with the Unlicensed first, but they could have something. Maybe I'll do it next turn. Yeah, maybe I'll do it next turn. I mean, Nether Goyf is already attacking for a lot of damage. Ooh, Amp the Raptor. Bait out a counterspell? Actually, I should have just played Amped Raptor. What am I doing? I guess it doesn't really matter. I know my opponent has Electrolyze. Wait, Electrolyze... Was I mistaken? I thought Electrolyze was a counterspell. Am I stupid? Oh, Ionize the count. Oh, it's either one of them. I'm stupid. Hmm. So the other one is a counterspell? It seems to be the case here. Creature, land, instant speed, sorcery. So... I mean, I guess I could just try out. I don't really want to take damage at the moment. That is a card that we want to keep. Yeah, in case of a treasure cruise, I'm just doing it now. They would have to tap out, right? I don't think they want to do that. So we know this last car is a treasure cruise. Nice. So we were actually about to get the Loris back, which is cool. Yeah, I'm pretty sure this was a treasure cruise. Like as soon as they cracked the prismatic vista on opponent's turn, but they didn't actually do anything after I ate it with a nice and hers. Okay, so I played 7 games with this deck, and we went 5-2, losing to Jeskai Control, and we also lost to an Absent Pod deck. My opponent always had Birthing Ritual in hand, and even after discarding with the Dotsies, they were able to top deck it. It was kind of a long game, so I couldn't really include it in, because it was a really grindy matchup. And against the Jeskai Control that I lost was all thanks to opponent having just way too many board wipes and us not drawing as many discard spells, and we couldn't find our Pick Your Poison for the One Ring. So that's actually one reason to maybe go up on more discard spells or maybe more artifact hates. But besides that, I think the deck actually performed pretty well. Impetus Lootmonger has been pretty good. There were actually moments where we actually stole a mana drain as well. That actually helped us in getting through a Lodge against the Jeskai Control. And this card just really great in current metagame at the moment because it's a 2-mana 2/2 first strike. First of all, like that's great. Like by itself, that by itself is really good. Now we have this as a first striker and Amped Raptor as another first striker. It's really hard to attack against this deck. Tarmogoyf, just a really fat creature. Another Goyf, just another fat creature. And that can also work in offense, right? We can just keep attacking without really too much of a consequence. And another thing that I really like about this card is it's great versus Boros energy. Like, think about the things that you can steal. They have great removal spells, they have great artifacts, and great creature. Like, think about like you stealing like another Amped Raptor, for instance. So I just think the Impetus Lootmonger in this deck is actually pretty nice. If I didn't want to build a theme around having 8 copies of Goyf, maybe I'd even cut 1 copy of Goyf and going up on a copy of Impetus Lootmonger. But yeah, a very efficient deck. Amped Raptor can hit anything since we are playing a Loris deck. Great recursion with the Loris plus Chthonian Nightmare, since Chthonian Nightmare can get back a Loris. We got main deck Graveyard Hate. And even against like a Blood Moon, like just grab a Swamp and that's it. Like sure, you can't play the Tarmogoyf, but that's it, right? Like look, you can play everything except the Tarmogoyf. So even against a Blood Moon, our deck is really good. And against a Harbinger, just fetch a Swamp in the Mountain and just either Fatal Push it or Unholy Heat. So speaking of Unholy Heat, we're not playing Lightning Bolt because of Lodge. It's actually pretty important for you to be able to deal 6 damage or using the Fatal Push and get rid of it. And then you can play the Deathrise Shaman, right? So that's something that you can do in game 1. As for the sideboard, I do kind of want another copy of Pick Your Poison just because of the kind of matchups that I've played today. Just a lot of enchantments or artifacts like One Rings. We couldn't really deal with that, even though we have 2 copies of Pick Your Poison and 2 copies of Disruptor Flute. But we also couldn't deal with Birthing Ritual. So we lost 2 games where we couldn't draw Pick Your Poison. So maybe we're actually supposed to go up on Pick Your Poison and perhaps go down on something else. I guess we can go down on Sheoldred's Edict. It's going to make your Reanimate matchups a little bit hard, but I think there's not too many people playing Reanimate. There's more people playing Show and Tell and such. So maybe copy of a Sheoldred's Edict, and we'll add in a copy of Pick Your Poison. 3 copies of Pick Your Poison is a lot, right? You could even actually add in a Boseiju, rather than a Pick Your Poison. Because against Boros Energy, you don't want more than 2 copies of Pick Your Poison. Where would you want a 3rd copy of Pick Your Poison outside of those matchups? Yeah, let's actually add a copy of a Boseiju. So we'll have a Boseiju here. And that's going to be like an instant speed, get rid of an enchantment, artifact, or something like that. So yeah, that's going to be it for today's video. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you guys all in the next one. Bye-bye.